Phil, where's your mic? Why aren't you guys at your mics?
I'm at my mic.
What the fuck?
I don't know. You didn't do any, like, starting thing or whatever.
Oh, you guys were talking.
We should do, like, a song before we start. We should have, like, a stupid song. Like one of your songs, Paul, maybe.
This is the song that doesn't end.
What about Dennis Leary's Asshole if it's going to be...
I use public toilets. I piss on the seat.
Nice.
I walk around in the summertime singing, how about that heat?
That's crazy, man. So we're live right now?
No, we're not live.
Oh, I was going to say.
I'm just going to tape it and put it up.
Oh, you're going to tape it and put it up?
Yeah, I can't
should
figure
take
it
that off my Facebook page then.
Yeah, we're not live.
Okay.
Listen to last week's, tell him.
I'm just going to remove it. So...
Fuck them. Get your mic closer to you.
Fuck the listeners. That's great.
That should be on a t-shirt. Fuck the listeners.
Fuck the listeners? Nice. Hi, our name is Fuck the Listeners, and we're here to entertain you.
This is an asshole shitty podcast. I'm not changing the name yet because it's good for the banter if I don't.
Asshole.
So we'll just keep bantering about it.
I'm
Paul Mauled. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Phil Perry.
Well, I was going to go by Filth, but thanks.
Filth.
Yeah.
Mr. Filth Perry. You got to be Mr. Filth.
Filthy Phil Philanthropist.
And there's another body in the room.
There's another body.
What's your name, miss?
A living body?
I'm not really here.
She's not really here.
She's not really here.
She's a ghost.
Ghost.
Lost her top in a hot tub.
I got into a bit of a tiff yesterday.
You got into a little bit of a tizzy.
A little tizzy,
Let's hear that story, sir. While you wear your black and blue fucking pajama pants and your fucking military shirt.
It's a camouflage shirt. It's
what
not
kind
a
of
military.
fashion choices are these?
These are the fashion choices of a working man.
Head looks like a Brillo pad.
I look like the Monchichi.
You do look like a Monchichi.
That's what Troy from the Accelerators always says when my shit gets out of control.
He's right.
I look like the Monchichi.
Wonderful.
I went to the Franklin Steakhouse.
Yes.
In Nutley, New Jersey.
It's a well-known establishment.
Just dressed similarly to how
I am.
The
new Franklin Steakhouse.
Well, before you get into your story, I have a question, Phil.
Oh, you have to question me. Okay.
If you were parking in a lot.
I'm parking in a lot.
Metered parking.
Metered parking.
Would you pay the meter?
You're parking in a lot, and it says metered parking. I would pay the meter.
It's a parking lot that you know on good authority they don't check the meter, and because the restaurant pays off the police.
A whole new element to this show now. Okay.
So keep that in mind when it goes. Most people would pay the meter.
Pay the
or
meter.
Be concerned that they were going to get a ticket because otherwise there would be
towed.
free parking, right?
Right.
Okay, go on with your story.
Now your conscience is in the room.
Yes.
You have no escape.
Yeah, my conscience is here. So I pull into the parking lot, and I don't have any quarters.
Right.
But I do have dollar bills inside of my wallet.
Y'all.
So I figure I'm going to this establishment to buy galamad and a steak sandwich.
Right. Right. You say the one thing Italian. You're like the Hispanic people that say the one thing Spanish.
The galamad. So after I debate paying the meter with my conscience, who's like, no, you have to pay the meter,
wow, you really are his conscience.
I go inside.
I know that one.
What normal people do, they pay the meter.
No, so we go in and sit down at the end of the bar.
Right.
The guy comes over, you want a menu? Yeah, and I hand him $1. I say, could you give me change for this? I gotta go pay the meter.
Right. Perfectly reasonable request.
We got he hands us our menus, we're browsing, and the guy comes back.
And he's thinking deadbeat, but yeah.
No, he's not. He's thinking this is a high-standing member of society that I should serve in a manner fit for a king.
Nice.
But no, he comes back and he slides my $1 back, and he's like, we don't have any quarters.
They don't have quarters.
And I look at him and I go, how the fuck am I going to feed the meter outside?
Right.
You know, I got to pay to be here. And He just looks at me and goes, I don't know. So you know what I said to him?
No.
I looked him right in his face and I just went, you're an asshole.
Nice.
And then we were walking out. I'm like, fuck this place. I'm never coming back here. I'm in the parking lot. And I was like yelling. I'm like, I was going to drop fucking $80, you know, on some fucking steak and a fucking calamari. And I was just pissed.
For your gumad.
I was pissed off.
On the promenade.
Was that an overreaction, calling that guy an asshole?
Basically,
Man, I'm not culpable for this. And so I'm totally, completely, you know, I can speak freely on this. And okay, did they really not have quarters, though? Do you think a restaurant would not have quarters? Or do you think they were just blowing you off?
Isn't that fucking absurd and mind-blowing? That's what drives me crazy. It's like, how do you
maybe they really didn't have quarters.
It happens sometimes. People run out of change. It's
fucking bullshit.
It might be bullshit, though.
He took your dollar and stepped away with it. If he was really messing with you because he didn't want to give you the quarters, he would have just told you right then and there. He genuinely didn't know.
One time at a fucking gas station, I told the guy $10 and he filled it up, and I fucking lost it on that guy. Much worse than you lost it on this guy. So you might be wrong, you might be right. I have no idea because I don't have any evidence whereas they had change or not. But I will say that does suck.
But would you let 4 quarters ruin your whole life?
No, but maybe.
Would you leave that place though? That
Probably.
Didn't give you.
Well, yeah, because you couldn't pay the meter, so you had to leave.
That guy at
Didn't
the gas
mean you
station,
couldn't go somewhere
I
else.
went in the gas station. I talked to his manager. I got an address to someone to write a letter for how upset I was that I
Last
didn't
time
have
that
like money that week, and like I don't know what
That's
happened.
happened
I
to
just lost
me.
my job, and I was like having a hard time with my relationship, and I just fucking flipped out on this guy.
You didn't have to pay him. That's happened to me before.
No, they wanted me to pay him. I'm like, I don't have the money.
It's not
And
your
then I
responsibility
actually-
to because it comes out of their paycheck. That's why.
You know what happened the
But
last
Everybody
time?
with
that's
the gas.
happened to me before.
Last
Really?
time that happened to me, I was furious with this guy, and after he's like, no, you got to give me $20. I'm like, I only told you $10. He's like, no, $20. And I said, I hope the next person that drives through here comes through, pulls out a gun, and blows your fucking face off. Because that's not a terroristic threat. That's just like a hope. You know?
So you get the legal ramifications all worked out. You got the
I
loophole.
thought about it.
Nice.
But nobody murdered that guy, so he was fine. Everything's cool, you know?
Good.
Yeah, but I don't have patience for that. One time I was in a cafeteria in New York. It's underground. It's like a KFC and a Taco Bell and like a Wendy's or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I went up to the KFC. I'm like, I'll get some popcorn chicken. That sounds good. So I asked the lady behind the counter, oh, do you have popcorn chicken? No, we're out of that. All right. And then they had KFC had like the little sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I was like was a snacker.
Snackers.
KFC snacker.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll get a couple KFC snackers. Like, oh yeah, give me 3 KFC snackers. Oh no, we're out of that. So I just looked at her dead in the eye and I go, well, what the fuck do you have? And she goes, chicken. And I was like, oh, go fuck yourself. I like lost it and fucking walked away over to like the Wendy's. And the guy's like yelling at me. He's like, I'm not giving you food. I heard you say fuck to that lady. I was like, fuck you. Made like a scene. It's not funny. Don't laugh.
Paul's been thrown out of every fast food establishment this side of the Mason-Dixon line.
I just don't have patience for like nonsense. Like if you don't really seriously don't have something, put up a fucking sign because somebody's gonna come there looking for it. We don't have this anymore today.
They don't have
Come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll have fucking quarters. You know, I would have not even bothered.
Yeah, it sucks.
No quarters.
No quarters.
No quarter like that Led Zeppelin song.
Like the Led Zeppelin song. God,
What makes you that mad, Phil?
What makes me what, man?
Mad enough to fucking like tell a guy right to his face, just you're an asshole, a total stranger.
I think it's part of my ADD. It's impulsivity issues, but it's also mixed in with a history of hatred for idiotic people and situations, and a lack of patience and all the anger that's been simmering in southern Italy probably for hundreds of years, which led to the mafia, and we just fucking fly off the handle.
I think that's what led to Glenn Danzig.
I watched like Casino over the weekend. Did
Casino,
you ever?
yeah.
Yeah. You know the scene where like Robert De Niro points out a pen and some guy gives him a hard time about it. Fucking Joe Pesci comes up and just stabs the guy like 14 times in the throat with the fucking pen. You're like, geez, Joe, you could have just smacked him or something. Like, this guy's gonna be like eating through a straw for the rest of his life. You know?
I gotta watch.
And we're just highly entertained by that. I mean, that's part of humanity.
Is Casino the one where Frank Vincent beats the shit out of Joe Pesci with a baseball bat?
Yeah, leaves him in the desert with his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they become the graves in the desert that they themselves were laying for a long time.
Yeah, that guy was like my neighbor before he died. He lived like down the street from me, yeah.
According to my buddy, his father was in a gang, air quotes, with Joe Pesci in the 50s in Belleville. But being a gang at that time meant you went out with a bunch of guys and you bought some beers.
You sang songs on the street corner.
You learned like how to use nunchucks.
Dressed like the Fonz.
Yeah, they were
all like dressed like the Fonz. Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, let's go to the parlor, huh? Yeah. I wonder if the girls in the pink poodle skirts are gonna be there. Hey.
They've all jumped the shark.
You know what I mean? That's a load, I think.
Fucking Lodi.
You know what I mean?
What is that?
You know what I mean?
That's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have this theory that at 1 o'clock on Franklin Avenue, there's just a bunch of short Italian guys with mustaches that all come out at the same time and smoke a cigarette. And then they all just come inside. It's just like a mythical thing that I believe. I have no evidence for this whatsoever. But I used to work at an Italian restaurant there, and they used to go out there and smoke at the same time.
I know one of those guys.
So I think it must happen across the whole...
There is a guy.
Every pizzeria, it's like synchronized, I think.
I know enough old Italian guys that are like from Italy.
Weird theories.
That have a mustache that do go smoke. All the time.
Yeah, all the time, yeah.
But they also, like, if you go past his house at like 3 o'clock in the morning, he's outside smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. This guy's name was Carmine. His wife came on to me. They had a contentious divorce, and then like the middle of the summer when I was working there, I was probably like 22 or something, fucking slinging pies for them and delivering and shit. And yeah, we used to get drunk there sometimes.
Nice.
I smoked weed with them in the place. It was pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where was that?
In Nutley.
Oh.
I think it's like a cigar place now. It's right next to where the Starbucks is.
Oh, you used to hang out at that fucking joint?
I used to work there, yeah, for like a summer.
See, I knew that was a shoe store.
It was a shoe store before that, I think.
And then it was a restaurant.
Right, it was an Italian restaurant.
I don't remember it being an Italian restaurant. It probably wasn't there very long.
It wasn't there long, but it was there long enough for me to buy weed from the other kid that worked there.
I remember it being a shoe store and a fucking... a Starbucks being there, right? And then a cigar place.
Right.
Maybe there was a pet grooming place. I don't know. Fuck that. Starbucks.
Fucking Starbucks.
I used to drink that shit all the time.
Yeah? You were the Starbucks guy?
Oh my god, I fucking lived in there. I'd always flirt with all the fucking girls. Everybody knew me.
I'm a make your own coffee guy, but sometimes I go to Dunkin' Donuts.
I was the cool Starbucks guy.
Look at you.
Were you ever the cool guy anywhere, Phil?
No, never. Never.
Come on.
I'm like the cool nerdy guy.
Always.
I was like, never fit anywhere, never really believed in anything. You know? I
believe in
high
aliens?
school. Do I believe in aliens? I think if there are aliens, then they are totally disregard us. Don't give a shit about us. Well, there's the Fermi paradox, of course. You know what that is, right?
That so aliens are us from the future?
That's an interesting theory, and I have thought that before, and that's pretty weird. But they lost like everything, and now they look like little gray monsters, and they want to find out how to look awesome again. Is that it? Like, is that the theory?
Yeah, like critters.
Like critters. That's pretty crazy. There's a lot of theories why. It might be that our planet is so old that we're actually one of the first sentient beings to be in the universe. Another one is that all the other planets are so fucking far away that even if there is a light there, how are you ever going to reach them? A third theory is that when societies get so technologically advanced that they burn out their biosphere, they kill themselves. So there might have been a bunch of alien civilizations that simply burnt out their planet and couldn't go anywhere else. So there's lots of theories, really. There's theories that there might be alien microbes right now on the Earth because cosmic dust moves for,
Did
light
you say
years.
Cosby dust?
No, but cosmic dust. But I know you're going to do a Cosby now because you're that kind of tool.
No. No.
I scared it out of him. I scared the Cosby out of him.
You could never scare the Cosby out of me. You see, I got Bill Cosby's marriage book, and it really worked. You see, because I'm not married anymore.
Can you imagine waking up and he's on top of you? Oh my God, that was
I hated
horrifying.
when that happened. That was a horrifying day in my life at William Patterson. He's like, I want to play your trumpet. And what he did was he grabbed my balls and he was blowing into my ass. And it was just a very odd sensation.
You should have said the trombone.
No, he plays the trumpet.
Oh, so you're more like a trumpet?
That's why he played it like a trumpet.
That's weird.
By blowing into my ass and grabbing my balls and kind of like the top of my shaft. And
that just sounds painful and awkward.
yeah, he was weird. Meeting Bill Cosby was a weird experience. He was always nice to me, though.
Did you get to see his pudding pop?
No.
Liar.
No, I'm not lying.
Okay.
Bill Cosby really did blow into my asshole. We're coming into new ground here. It's another Cosby assault.
You look so traumatized by it.
With a smile on my face.
He blew into my ass and I can never comb my hair again because I never wanted to look pretty enough to have another black man blow into my ass.
Oh, that's filthy.
Now you're wearing sweatpants and choking people out at the Franklin Steakhouse.
Yeah, look how far
What a life are you leading, Paul?
It's all because of Bill Cosby.
You have a suit on your hands, pal. But I'd add in the pudding pop because you'll get more money for that one. And probably an AMC movie.
That shit still blows my mind that went on for so long with him.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I mean, it happened in Hollywood, it happens in music, it happens everywhere. But like, a lot of the time, like, I'm not surprised if somebody like Eminem like rapes like somebody. Like, I don't know. He's just like seems like an aggressive dude, you know. But like Cosby always put on this whole front about like being a role model, like yelling at black people, telling them to pick up their pants and shit like that.
It's America's
like,
angry
dude, pick
dad.
up your pants. Like, stop fucking people that are asleep. Like, it's nuts.
But that's how he got away with it as long as he did.
Yeah, but even
name,
but
right?
all the comics.
Yeah, because of that whole front.
But what's great is
no
that
no one would question it. You know, they would always think that he was in the right.
So as a woman, why do you think that these women didn't speak out sooner?
Money, fame,
Money and fame. So it was just vanity and the need for cash.
pretty much.
Oof. Wow. That's pretty shallow too. I mean, not that
Think about
justifies
it. Otherwise,
anything.
they would have. Some of them did, and they just weren't heard.
They
So I
weren't
feel
paid
for
attention.
those. But how many people were there? The rest of them? I mean, come on.
You don't see much on the opposite end, which I think is interesting. Is that just because guys are horny?
what, like, you think that it's gonna come out that like Amy Schumer fucking raped a bunch of dudes? I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised.
girls do weird shit sometimes. I had a buddy of mine who woke up with some big fat girl on top of him at a party. He just let her finish. He didn't seem too bothered by it. But it happened.
Yeah, some people are more bothered by it than others.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's fucked up. Any way you look at it, like, if somebody tries to take advantage of you while you're asleep, they're a piece of shit.
That's fucked up. I mean, unless
Yeah.
it's like unless it's worked out ahead of time and it's talked about and like, agreed upon consensually. Because I do know people that have a certain fetish to be touched or fucked while they're asleep. But that's kind of like, I want you to do this to me. This is something we've talked about and agreed on in a consensual relationship. I mean, we can talk about BDSM and all that kinds of shit. But anyway, it's like non-consensual consent.
I got a
That's
weird.
one thing, and then when you're just fucking drug somebody like a fucking predator,
Yeah, that's creepy.
and then just fucking spread their legs and fuck them like they're a fucking inanimate doll, and then pretend like nothing happened, that's fucking nasty. You know, that's some nasty deep ass shit. But I mean, I've heard like fetishes of people who want like to take sleeping pills and be fucked while they're asleep and stuff like that. And there's couples that do
Why
shit
couldn't Bill Cosby find one of those?
Right?
Jesus.
You think he'd have
So
people.
do they wake up, or they just sleep through
Some
the whole
people want to
thing?
sleep through it. Some people want to be like half dazed and get fucked.
So then,
Usually it's
how
a
do they
woman that
know
likes to be
whether it
fucked when they're
even
half asleep.
We're not
happened or
kink
not?
shaming, are we?
Sometimes they set up video cameras and they'll watch it afterwards as a couple. Yeah. There's all kinds of weird
Oh,
fetishes
that was
out there,
so
man.
hot when you fucked me while I was sleeping. Like the husband get pegged. Like, yeah, fuck it. I'm taking an Ambien. She wants to fuck me in the ass.
I mean, have you ever been woken up by a blowjob? That's kind of nice. You're like, hey, all right.
Yeah, but I'm kind of half awake. And
Yeah, once you get down there, you're kind of half awake.
no, I used to have this thing when I was like younger. Like, I don't know, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and just want to fuck. Like I just would wake up and I would be fucking. Like, it was just weird. But like,
How do you wake up fucking? That's like a drug-induced fucking stupid.
no, there was no drugs involved either. It was
just like that?
weird. Yeah, like
You
I would just be
narcoleptic weirdo.
dreaming about fucking, and I would just wake up and I'm fucking somebody. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street, the end when they bring Freddy out of the dream.
Nice reference.
But that was my real life.
Wow.
And then I have to kick these bitches out of my house.
What a life.
I think it's break time.
Okay.
Break's over, motherfucker. Get back to work.
Where's your mic, Philip? Filth.
Are we live?
We're live.
We're not really live. We're
Or
fucking
not,
around.
we're fake live.
We're fake live.
Why don't you grow a Fu Manchu mustache?
Does it look like a kid toucher according
No.
to your girlfriend?
No, you look like Sam Elliott.
I look like Sam Elliott as a kid
Sam
toucher.
Elliott. Hey, how you doing? You'll get a cool deep voice when you grow a mustache.
Nice.
Or maybe you'll talk like Charles Bronson. Your friend Wildy's coming to visit. I'm getting a cocktail. Ugh. My friend Charlie's dead. Ugh.
You sound like he's like half asleep or on heroin or something.
Yeah, shut up right before I shut this scene. I shot it right in my arm. Ugh. Can't even hold up my elephant gun.
Elephant gun.
Yeah, that's what he uses in Death Wish 3.
Yeah.
It's a Wildy Magnum derived from the I think the Carcano rifle. If you know anything about guns,
A little bit, but
it's for killing elephants.
yeah.
My Vincent Price is just my Charles Bronson, but British,
Okay.
kind of. Yes. I see you laughing at me. I couldn't do them both at the same time, though. I'd be all confused.
Vincent Price is one of my heroes. That guy was awesome.
I love Vincent Price. Some of like even I remember being a kid watching like Edward Scissorhands and like
yeah.
he doesn't talk too much in it or whatever, but like and he's not even scary in it. But for some reason, like I saw that when I was like a little kid. You know, it came out 89.
I don't know.
I think I saw it. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Fucking, and like
I was in 6th grade.
it was like the magic of it for me. Like I was just like, whoa! Like, and he creeped me out in the movie. Like, there's just something. I didn't see him in horror movies really too much before that.
I did. I watched
As-
a lot of different horror movies
See,
when I was a kid.
When I didn't start watching them really till I was like 5, and I got really into like Child's Play.
Oh shit, that shit.
My parents got divorced, and my dad would do shit just to fuck with my mom and like show us like fucked up movies and stuff. Or like
That's
he
the
told
best.
us,
When
he's
you
like,
play your parents against each other.
No, my dad was just an asshole.
Oh, okay.
My dad one time told me what sex was, and the first thing I do, I walk in the door, and my dad goes, first, the way he explained it to me, he's like, yeah, it's when a guy puts his penis in a girl's vagina, and then he just took a finger and put it into a closed fist, like so. And you guys can't see at home, but so that's the first thing I did when I went home and saw my mom. I go, hey, Mom, Dad told me what sex is. And then I just did that motion, putting my finger into my fist like I'm jerking off my finger. And my mom just turned fucking red, like steam came out of her ears, and she called my dad, like, what the fuck is wrong with you telling a 6-year-old? But,
That's hilarious.
yeah, so, but he showed us Child's Play.
Nice.
And that movie, we had the My Buddy doll at home.
No,
Not
great.
for too much longer. Because we saw the movie, and then we're sitting, me and my brother, we're in our bunk beds, and he's like, I think the doll just moved. I'm like, shut up. And the fucking doll falls off the dresser. So we both run out of the room screaming. And my mom's like, what the fuck? Your father shows you these fucking movies. She took the doll out and threw it down the stairs. And then the next week, I watch Child's Play 2, where they throw the doll in the basement and then it kills the guy. The guy coming down the stairs, how's it hanging, Phil? I think that's the line or something. Or maybe that's from Beetlejuice.
Maybe.
I don't remember, but it's something like that. And then so he had to throw the doll away into the garbage. Like, I was a little pussy when I was a kid.
But you were also very young. I saw Gremlins when I was a little kid. My dad took me to see Gremlins.
Did it fuck you up?
And, yeah, I could hardly go to the bathroom by myself. I had to, well, I did go to the bathroom by myself. I was very
That's
scared.
like a comedy.
I was like
How are
4
you
or 5 years
afraid of
old.
that?
I was 4 or 5 years old. I'd never watched a movie like that before in my life. And for the weeks, I had to look behind the shower curtain before I went to the bathroom.
Are you kidding?
I
I
am dead
wanted
serious.
them. Like, I saw
Really?
that when I was, I don't know, before kindergarten.
And you
Okay,
thought-
but not all
and
of
you
us have
thought
the
you
dark
could
soul
handle
you
that.
have.
Huh?
You thought you could handle that responsibility of having all these little fucking monsters?
Absolutely. I wanted to pour water on all of them and make hundreds. I thought it was great.
You
Who
have a
didn't want
dark
to be
soul.
in that movie or have that happen around you?
I wanted to be in
Dark soul.
Gremlins 2.
Oh, that
Christopher
one was
Lee.
the best.
The brain?
What was it? Christopher Lee and the fake Donald Trump
Oh,
guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And somebody else. Oh yeah, the fake Grandpa Munster guy. It's like
yeah.
on the TV. I want to be the weatherman. Fucking jerk off. Hulk Hogan has a great cameo in it.
But after that, I watched any horror movie. And when I was in college, we used to make a thing of watching B-horror movies.
I still make a thing of watching B horror movies.
Good.
I think we all do.
As we
Have
should.
you ever seen Pieces? That's a favorite,
No.
dude. It's the guy who plays Bluto in
Oh, God.
the fucking Popeye movie.
No. Yeah?
Yeah, with his big fat guy with the beard, like the guy that was made to play Bluto. He's from Italy.
Right. He could play nothing
Bud
else.
Spencer
Oh, okay.
is his name, and he's in it, and it's Christopher George. He's in like a lot of shitty movies, and
Okay.
Linda Day George, his wife, is in it with him,
Okay.
and she's also in most of his movies with him.
Uh-huh.
He's in like City of the Living Dead, Lucio
Oh, yeah, that was a
Fulci,
good one. I mean, a good bad one, but a good one.
or maybe it's the Beyond. No, I think it's City of the Living Dead.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like this murder mystery basically, and it's
Huh.
real gruesome. It's from the 70s, and it's produced by this guy Edward L. Montoro,
Uh-huh.
who produced that. He produced Day of the Animals, Grizzly,
Nice.
a good selection of like really fucking stupid
Grizzly was
horror
good.
movies. Yeah, but they're fucking absurd. I mean,
Right, of course.
they're just like all of them are Jaws, Jaws in the woods, or Jaws with piranhas, or Jaws
Snakes
with
on
a
a
polar
plane.
bear. Yeah, but and then at one point he just took all the money and just disappeared into the fucking islands. Like
Nice.
he's a Hispanic guy. He went, I guess, home or wherever.
Yeah.
Bought his own fucking island with like a couple $1,000,000.
Nice.
And was never heard from again.
Right.
Like just disappeared straight up.
Huh. Wow.
So, but it's like a weird collection of like really crazy but good gory graphic B movies, like
Right.
just the kind of shit everyone should be into. Edward L. Montoro, look him up.
I will.
He's cool.
I was watching stuff like Chud, Hellraisers.
Oh, Hellraiser's the shit.
Yeah. What else? Fucking. What's that one? Nightbreed. fucking
You
shit
see,
like that.
There's a new cut of that. That's awesome.
The original
Cabal
Fly, all the original fucking movies.
Dude, watch the new cut of Nightbreed.
Yeah?
Cabal cut. Hell
Is it
yeah.
really worth it?
It's awesome.
The original Nightbreed was fucking awesome. I thought.
Yeah, the original was great too, but the producer's cut or the Cabal cut, whatever the hell you want to call it, it has so much more like
Really?
cool shit in it. Yeah, and they do more with David Cronenberg too. He was
Nice.
like fucking. He was so creepy in that movie, man.
Yes, he was.
That mask was awesome.
So
that he wears.
awesome.
I love it.
All the masks were awesome. And I kind of really liked the story, you know, and how each one was kind of unique.
Yeah.
Even though it was like dark and evil and shit.
I like the Hellraiser movies, man. I watched them
Yeah.
all the way up to the I think the last one they made.
I didn't watch the last one they made.
They made one in like 2006, I think,
Yeah?
where Christy Cotton is in it again.
No shit.
Yeah, the same actress. They brought her back. It's like it could have very well been an episode of Law and Order for his
Right?
the plot and everything. It's like a murder mystery thing, but like
Weird.
it was cool to like see her back. And there's another one too later on with Lance Henriksen.
Okay.
That was again, I mean, it looks like the set of a metal video where they shot it, but like it's cool to see fucking Lance Henriksen doing anything. I could watch that guy read the phone book.
I don't know about that, but yeah,
Dude.
it does good work.
Bishop.
Yeah. It's good.
He's in Terminator. He's in every good movie. He's been killed by an alien, a Terminator, a Predator.
Not a bad career.
No, it's the fucking shit. What's your favorite Predator? Make the noise.
You can make the noise?
Oh, that's like the action movie noise.
Yeah, if I put on an action movie, she just makes a noise like that.
I hate action movies. I really do. I don't know. Some of them are okay. I'm not going to say all. There is exceptions to every rule.
What's an action movie that you like? Let's start there.
I don't know.
Do you like thrillers?
I like more comedies, mystery, horror movies.
Is it on
I
Lifetime?
like those two.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all those Lifetime movies are considered thrillers.
Yeah, we
according
watch a
to
lot
their
of Lifetime
descriptions.
movies.
Yikes.
A lot. I subscribe to the Lifetime Movie Club.
And we watch every single
We watch
movie on
almost
there.
every single movie on there.
And
Loser. I mean,
sometimes
yeah, really.
in between, the new batch comes out generally on Tuesdays,
Oh, wow.
and sometimes like Sunday comes, and it's just like we watched all of them.
Yeah.
All of the
Are
Lifetime
they like
movies.
tear jerkers?
I
or-
noticed. No, we don't watch those. I don't watch the
Oh,
ones where
okay.
it's like lesbians fall in love or any crap like that. I really just want to see like a guy that's like a teacher and like
Yeah, there's bad teacher,
Being-
bad
yeah.
sister about some
Yeah.
nun that's obsessed
or like a
with
bad
this.
student that wants to
Yeah.
fuck a teacher or
Nice.
like
Okay, that's fine.
just madness, like shit like that, you know.
Or killing mommy, killing daddy.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
perfect-
Changed
evil
it up.
twins,
The perfect assistant,
perfect
the
daughter.
perfect this, the perfect that,
Right.
everything. I noticed it's funny, like when you look at it gives you the info. It only tells you basically the women that are in the movie.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll put shit on and it's like fucking Michael Madsen and like David Duchovny.
Okay.
Like those are names like I wouldn't really leave off just
Right.
because they don't have a vagina.
And they have the star power.
It is kind of
Well,
star
that
power.
might have been their stipulation of doing the movie, is that they really didn't want their name in the credit. That
Bullshit.
They're doing it because they secretly watch them all too.
Interesting. That's a theory.
They're actually fun. They have a good formula. Now the formula is that they always start at the end. And it's like you just see somebody like bang bang bang, they fire 3 or 4 shots into somebody like, oh no, and then it's like 3 months ago, and then they're all happy like in their house or whatever, and then it just goes bad.
It's
And
called-
it builds, it simmers like you kind of see little hints here and there. Then the last 15 minutes is like somebody picks up a fucking axe,
Right.
and it's off the rails. Like you don't know who's gonna die, you don't know who's gonna live.
Oh,
That's,
you always know.
That's
They're
it's
so predictable.
The plot device is called in media res in Latin, which means in the middle of things. And you start at the part of peak action, and then you work backwards from that in order to grab people's attention right away and keep them invested in the story.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's
See,
all
I
done.
just figured since Lifetime's known for just the last 15 minutes, everything just completely going to hell, even if the movie started off good
Right.
by normal terms,
Right.
that they just figured they'll spoil it for you in the
I see.
beginning, and then when you walk away in the last 10 minutes, because you probably will, you don't feel like you missed anything, because
I
they
see.
already spoiled it for you.
Know your audience, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of. It's weird too because we watch them without commercials
Nice.
because it's on the. I pay $3.99 a month for this privilege.
Wow, look at you.
But,
Big spender.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
you know you gotta. Sometimes you gotta spend a little to make a little. You know.
Right.
But
Keep the wheels greased.
I don't know. It's so obvious where they put commercial breaks. It's like written into it, so it just like goes black and then it comes back from black like real quick, like when you watch Law and Order on Netflix or something, you know. But like, I wouldn't have the patience to watch that with commercials
No.
at all. Like I don't think I like it when sometimes we've had to it. It's just like, God damn it. Like yeah, I'll go smoke a cigarette, but if I want to, I just pause it anyway. Like I don't give, and I don't have to watch commercials. I hate commercials.
Me too.
If I do watch TV, I usually try and watch British TV
Interesting.
because I like Investigation Discovery UK.
Right.
Their ads they're not for like antidepressants or divorce lawyers
Right.
or stupid fucking bullshit. Like
Paul, you're watching TV in the middle of the night.
no, the ads are like just normal. They're like for food, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Always
just,
for food and
but
cars.
but
and
that's
shit.
fine, and they're not intrusively loud, and they're not obnoxious. They're like proper ads because they're from England, you know how they are.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind a guy like, oh, buy these chips, like Johnny Rotten on my TV. Even him, you know, he's all right. Like
Well, they don't do pharmaceutical commercials,
yeah,
that's why.
it's great.
yeah.
I don't think anybody.
Those are the worst.
I don't think you should be
Trying to
telling
get
your
everybody
doctor,
drugged up.
yeah, I think I want to try this. Like, yeah, maybe if you read up on it, but not because you saw a fucking commercial with a
Right.
sad bouncing head
Right.
that's now had. Like, come on.
And now you're riding a bike up a mountain with flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, flowers coming out of your ass, and you're probably shitting all the time, and you're fucking paranoid. Your
And
heart's going a mile
you
a
can't
minute.
blow a load.
Oh god, fuck all that shit. People don't need pharmaceuticals.
And
And
the-
stop spending so much fucking money and get outside in the sunshine once
And
in
the
a
whole
while.
thing,
And
too-
smoke weed.
Yeah, smoke weed. Because then you don't have all the side effects. It's like, may cause intestinal bleeding, rectal
God.
tearing. Like, all this
Oh.
crazy shit, like kidney failure. Some
But-
forms of cancer. Like, why the fuck would I take this?
You might wake up and Bill Cosby's on top of you.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby's side effects.
Ooh, try my pudding pop. I can't do the voice.
You take the pudding pop in your jello pudding. It's a snack pack. I put my dick in the snack pack, you see.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cosby has autism.
I put my dick in the snack pack, you see.
Actually, that sounds pretty tough.
Well, this is coming from somebody who thought Gremlins was a horror movie.
I was 4 years old.
Gremlins was originally written as a horror movie. The grandmother was supposed to be beheaded
I love
and her
it now.
head was supposed to roll down the stairs.
It's ridiculous.
I wish.
Zach Galligan
I
was
was
supposed to
very,
find that.
Innocent young boy. And then my innocence was torn from me.
When's the
And I've had a
first
black
time you
soul
saw
ever since.
porn?
The first time I saw porn, I was 13 years old. I was having a sleepover with a friend. He knew where his dad hid the VHS tapes that nobody was supposed to know about. And we watched them in the den in his basement, and we were completely flabbergasted as to what was going on.
Really?
Yeah.
This is before the internet.
This is before the internet.
Did you speak about it afterwards, or did you just leave
All
the
the
room
time.
and just like kind of?
Remember when
We
the
saw
shit
dirty
came out of that
magazines
guy's
before.
thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is that, milk?
I don't know. When was the youngest you saw porn?
Well, my dad showed me like a Playboy
I saw Playboys too
when I was like a kid. And I was like, because I think I told it on it. I think I said it on air, but he dived into the fucking recycling bin to get the Playboy.
I had a buddy that did that too.
Yeah, my dad did that and then showed it to me on the way home. And then I went home and told my mom.
Nice.
Noticing a pattern here? I caused my parents' divorce.
It's nice to know that Playboy readers are environmentally conscious, though.
Yeah. But no, the first time I saw like
Recycle that center
my
vault.
the
Is there
first
more
time
Playboys than Penthouse because know your reader, right? And then you can see how.
the first time I ever saw
I guess.
first time I ever saw people fucking on camera, like on film, I was at my friend's house and we were looking for a tape with his mom, and his mom's like reading the names of the tapes out loud. She's like, Class of Nukem High 2, Leprechaun 2, Tight Squeeze. What is this, a dirty movie? And me and my friend just like looked at each other. We're like, oh shit, it probably is. So she like fucking left. So we like put it on, and we were like, holy fuck. And his stepdad came home, and he's like, what are you guys watching? We're like, nothing. We think it was his in retrospect, probably.
Probably.
Because I think he went like into Richard's room. I think he was looking for it. And
I thought this was going to take a different turn. I thought it was going to be him and the mother, and he had it labeled that. And was waiting for it.
I thought Mom was gonna come home and tear you a new one.
No. But and then his stepdad kept like coming upstairs. We were trying to watch porn, you know. And, like we had a kid pausing it and like pretending we're playing like video games. Like, what are you guys doing? And he just comes in and he just takes it out of the VCR and like walked away with it. And then like we would always get like magazines. Like we would get like High Society, and that was cool because it would show almost penetration at the time.
Nice.
So we got real excited over that. And then the internet came along. And so we would just download a lot of porn onto discs, onto floppy disks.
Once the internet came along, it was all over. It was just the Sodom and Gomorrah and fucking ancient Rome. And
you just go into
house.
a fucking AOL chat room, and then you would just be inundated with pornographic photos.
That's how you could tell who had the dirtiest parents, because they would get these viruses and all their kids would have to fix their computers because they really don't know how to use it. And then they find, oh, here's the attachment for good times.
Nice.
I used to go to JIF1. For some reason, I would always get porn there.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
When I got AOL, I finally, one time my mom let me get the free trial. And she's like, what's your screen name? And I was like, Big Man 1112. And she's like, change it. And I said, I can't. That's the first profile. Like, we're stuck with it. And she was not pleased. Because she knew exactly what I was going to do. And that was pretend to be a lesbian. And just say,
With
oh
that
no.
name?
And it's somebody else's screen name. We used to do that with my friend's screen name. Skier 1985.
Nice.
Yeah, in 1994 or 1995. It's like, am I cybering with a 10-year-old? No. It was fucked up back in the day online.
Yeah.
They used to say don't meet people from the internet. What happened to that?
Yeah, now only people meet on the internet.
Yeah, they don't
apps.
even talk in person anymore. Nobody ever meets anybody at like, oh, I met this person at the park. Hanging out at a park? Fucking idiot. You know?
I mean, it's convenient in one sense, in the other sense, you kind of lose the romance of an interesting, I guess, beginning story or something like that. But in the end, who fucking has time anymore when you're middle-aged and stuff like that? It's easier to.
You know
swipe,
how I
guess.
met your mother? I swiped right. Or is that left? I don't know which one is
I don't
the
know.
good one.
I've met people online and offline. What are you gonna do? Sometimes they're nightmares.
Fuck 'em.
Sometimes you fuck them. Sometimes
Fuck 'em.
Sometimes you want to fuck them, and then you decide you don't want to fuck them anymore.
That's what I say. Fuck 'em.
Or vice versa.
You have any questions? Their conscience?
I was trying to segue before. That was nice, smooth.
Yeah, I have a question. I've been noticing some interesting song choices on your iTunes.
Ah.
So I have a question for you, Phil.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go.
Filth.
I'll put on my
Talk into the
my
mic.
hat because I'm getting serious.
You don't have to sit
So
back.
say you've downloaded songs because your girlfriends have passed like songs and you were just being the common courteous guy.
Okay.
They're over your house so they can listen to them.
You downloaded it for
If
me.
they're awful music and awful songs, will you keep them on your computer?
They would probably remain on my computer because I would forget to erase them.
Precisely.
But would you know all the words to these songs?
If I heard them
and then just automatically be able to cue it up. Like these songs, or would you think that you like these songs?
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably listening to some stuff that I like wasn't into or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, it might be on my computer. If I had some sort of muscle memory of pulling it up for a long time, it might be
I think
easy.
it's funny to make fun of.
So this one over here has a whole bunch of horrible emo, like dashboard confessional and like things alongside. And I'm like, why do you even have these? And he's like, oh, my girlfriend's blah blah. So you're talking like, he survived, I don't know, a decade of girlfriends past and a failed marriage, like combined. Like,
Right.
how do they still make it on your computer?
Are you
Like, you
sentimental, Paul?
probably changed
No,
computer,
they never left.
and then you just
Right.
cue them up
And
play
also,
them acoustically.
I have a
sometimes.
problem.
I think that he likes.
He
these
likes it.
bands.
No,
He
but
likes
here's
it.
the thing.
Right?
I
He
have a
secretly
problem
likes
too
it.
where
Like,
I can't
if
just have
they
one
grew
song.
on-
I think you're secretly sentimental. I think you're sweet. I think
Either
you
that-
let Bill Cosby
yeah.
have your
I mean,
fucking
it could
donut hole
remind
for his
you
pudding
of a
pop.
memory, but I think
No,
that
it's not
there's
about
more
the
to it. I
memory.
think he genuinely likes these awful
No, it's not about the
songs.
memory at all.
But can't we
It's-
just like what we like?
You can, but
It's
then
just-
don't lie about it.
No, it's
Because he wants to look cool in
Listen,
front of you.
you
That's
have to
why. He wants to
know
impress
stuff.
you.
Need it.
you have
Are
to know
you
about
right now.
You have to know about stupid shit to make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just make jokes about gay porn. Like, you have to watch gay porn and really see what that looks like before you can joke about gay porn. And you
I
know
don't
what?
think
If you
that's the case.
you don't rent it because then you're maybe somebody's like watching and then you're gonna get stalked and raped by some guy. Who knows?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Mauled likes gay porn, and he likes emo, and he's very
I
sentimental.
watch emo.
That would go hand in hand.
I watch emo while I listen to gay
it's all
porn.
coming together now.
And jacking off. It's satin gloves on,
Satin glove.
No, I use sandpaper.
and then you say, "Oh my!" at the end. Oh my word!
And then a single tear drops.
Why are
at
you treating me like
And
Mr.
doves fly out.
Belvedere? I don't like what you're doing, Wesley. You're insinuating things about me, Wesley.
Doves fly out of the fly of the pajama.
It's a rainbow that flies out of the fly of my pajama pants, Wesley.
I feel like you dress up like Prince when you do this, but you leave the pajama pants because you only have enough energy to like change the top. And then
No.
like the pizza guy comes and you have to explain yourself.
No, I made her answer the door
Good.
because I don't want the pizza man to see how I'm dressed, or the Chinese food man, or the Mexican food man.
Good.
I noticed that every time I order from a Chinese food place, the driver's never Chinese, and if I order from a Japanese place, like it's never, they never hire their own.
We have an exchange program. That's why.
Yeah, I think they just like spin a wheel, and it's like, yeah, today we'll get a Hispanic guy.
I
like,
think that's
Wheel.
demographical though, because in my town there's always an Asian driver.
But Chinese people always fucking bring me pizza. What's with that?
Wheel of
See, not by
ethnicity.
me.
I just made that up. Do you have any more questions there?
Not right now.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna ask me about my black girlfriends beating me up?
So I noticed on the last couple podcasts, you've been talking about how you've been, interesting in dating, African American girls, which is Paul's favorite term. And I know that he has experience and the like, but
Okay.
I don't know. His black girlfriends used to beat him. Do you find that? So I don't know if this is a question for you as much as for Phil.
No. Nobody's ever beaten me up. They've been exceptionally nice, as a matter of fact. And they're both natural subs, so yeah.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Like submissive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're really not.
S and M or S and T.
No,
or
I think
DSM,
people in general, when you get into a couple relationship with someone, you're just either naturally dominant or naturally submissive. And
I don't think you guys dress in like weird. Like
I'm just saying that they wouldn't hit anybody.
Like
never mind me. Like no, none of them have ever hit me. Like they've been very, very sweet and very nice. Mickey is a little bit shy, actually, but she's been opening up with people a lot more, so it's been a really good experience for her. And the other young lady, I only see once a week, and it's more of like a friends with benefits sort of relationship. So it's kind of like a little resort we have for a couple of hours, and then she kind of goes her own way. So that's kind of that thing. I've asked her if she wanted to date, but she wants kids and the husband. I don't want kids. And I'm in no emotional situation to get married anytime soon again. So that's not going to work out.
From your first marriage.
Yeah, so I have to wait a long time and make sure I'm a little bit careful and stuff like that. But
legal.
Yeah, but that's just kind of like a little vacation once a week, which is really nice, and it's very light. And we're both very happy, and she's usually very relaxed afterwards because she has a very stressful kind of lifestyle, although I guess everyone does. With Mickey, it's more like dating. There's a real intense kind of sexual thing going on. But we're also dating, and we go out to eat, we hang out, we watch TV, stuff like that. And she's been exceptionally sweet. She'll help me with dinner. She'll get the dishes ready. She'll buy stuff sometimes. When I got a job, she took me out to dinner, and we had a steak dinner together. It's been really nice. So no, none of them have beaten me up. No, it wasn't the Franklin Steakhouse. They didn't try to strangle anyone. But why did these girls hit you? Did you maybe not?
Oh, the one of them was like a tree.
She was a tree
to climb.
She was a very tall young lady.
Yeah.
And you used to climb on top of her and fuck her?
Yeah, well, but she
was big.
Her hand was
she's like a football player.
Yeah, her hand was
so it's like having sex with a giant?
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
But it worked. What am I going to say?
No. Can't say anything.
It was like having sex with a giant.
He's the killer of giants.
Yeah. My cock hath slain giants.
Giant slayer. So then they smacked you?
Well, she smacked you around?
She could fucking throw me around. I'm also not gonna fight back, but she would toss me down and shit.
Really?
How much bigger?
Wait, but why was she upset with you? Was it a legitimate thing, or?
No, she was insane.
So you were dating an insane girl. It has nothing to do with her race.
Yeah, I was dating an insane girl.
Weren't there a couple though?
What?
There's more than a couple, right?
There's another one too from high school, but she was nice to me.
Oh, so then you exaggerated.
No, it's just one was very psychotic, and it just left a very big mark. You just put it together in your mind that there are multiple that hit me because you think it's funny.
I don't think spousal abuse is funny. But the idea of you specifically getting taken out by some giant bitches is hysterical to
That
me.
is. Can we call her up and have her on the podcast?
Yeah.
I want to hear her side of why she's throwing you around the room.
What's she doing these days? Pro football?
Does she like wear a backpack and you rode around in the back?
No, I
Two
think
men enter, one man leave.
I heard she's a realtor.
She's a realtor.
Yeah, but this is a girl I used to get. My friends would send me a video like on like a porn site, like, "Yo, is this your ex?" Like, "Oh no, not this time."
She was doing porn?
No, but everybody thought she was.
Not this time. So you alluded that she was.
So I think
Maybe next time.
maybe that's what her realtor job is the dirty realtor, you know?
Oh, you think she's
Like,
pulling that
I have
off?
I have a property to show you. It just bends over a table. And,
That's some property you have there, miss.
yeah, some Japanese dudes just ravager. I don't
I
know.
think it might be the perfect fit for me.
A bunch of little Japanese guys are all hanging on her. She's a giant. Oh, we like this.
One on each
Louisiana
boob.
Purchase.
Hitting their heads together like those little balls on people's desks.
Yeah. Yeah. They're both just like biting on her labia, just click, 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 hitting together.
They climb inside for shelter, you know. Stuff
Yeah,
like
her,
For
it was-
shelter.
that was a whole situation. That girl was nuts.
Is there
There's
cli-
no safe
She
space
came from a
here.
fucking weird house. She came from just a house of weirdos.
that. House of Weirdos?
Yeah, like her brother's kind of Cosby-ish,
Oh, God.
and
You're saying he's rapey.
her sister got the fuck out. Yeah,
Oh, smart sister.
so yeah. I don't
That's the
know.
one Phil's dating.
No.
That's not nice. I wouldn't wish anybody to date.
Phil would
Jesus,
date the
Phil.
smart
Well, no,
one.
Phil, you
who got
almost started a
out.
fire.
Oh, please.
That's hot. Don't touch that. Metal
Okay.
conducts heat.
No, conducts heat, yes. I
I think
fixed
on
it,
that
sort
note,
of.
we're gonna get the hell out of here before Phil burns the house down.
Really?
I'm laughing too hard.
Yeah,
can't look.
I think it's time to go.
All
I'm
right.
laughing too hard. I can't blow. On that note,
Candle.
candle.
Now the smoke alarm's gonna go off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot. Metal
understand.
conducts.
You don't understand. You're supposed to put the fucking lid on the candles.
It was hot.
It's this
You
candle
take it
class.
off the other candle that you don't put the lid on the bottom of it.
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
This is how I get about quarters.
Mhm.
It's the same way I get about candles. If you put the top on it, the wick would be good.
No.
I tried to blame her for when I didn't go inside. I told her, I'm like, if you didn't want me to put the money in the meter,
We
Just
would
never-
be eating right now.
yeah, you would be eating right now.
And I'm
'Cause
like,
wouldn't
I
have
don't
had
care that much enough. And I'm like, you're letting 4 quarters ruin your night?
Mhm. Yeah, that's
And
a good point.
ironically, you're about to ruin mine. But it didn't.
Good, I'm glad.
And on that note,
Because it's ridiculous.
no, it's not.
The whole situation was
It was
ridiculous.
it was acceptable.
I just say that we all lose our minds sometimes.
We
That's
all go a little
Yeah,
mad
but just
sometimes.
Think about it for a second. When
Yeah.
somebody is like, it's 4 quarters. Like
Yeah.
when you...
I can
everybody
snap
does like
out.
that.
Why
That
Why
happens to
couldn't
me
he
almost
give them to
every
me?
Monday
Why
at
couldn't
my
he give them to
job,
me?
you know?
Why couldn't he give them to me?
Because he doesn't have it.
Fuck
Shit
him.
happens.
That's his
Deal
job,
with
is to
it.
have 4 quarters.
Move on.
Fucking loser.
Is
Fuck
it
the
his
Franklin
job?
Steakhouse. That guy, I hope a bunch of anti-vaxxers
You
go
know-
in there with their kids.
We talk
You
about
wanna
more.
see the funniest part about it? So he's blaming the bartender for not having 4 quarters.
I
worth of
stash my
change.
quarters here.
He lives in this town and is well aware of the parking situation, that it's paid meters. Depending on this guy,
I hate
you
Nelly.
know
That's why I
what's
never
sitting
eat
right
either. Go to
here.
Montclair, Bloomfield. Oh. Change.
What are these? They're all fucking quarters. So he gives this guy, calls him an asshole to his face.
He
Because
was an
he doesn't have
asshole.
any quarters, but couldn't you be responsible to bring your own fucking quarters?
On next week's episode, we'll talk about being responsible and bringing in our own quarters
And interracial sex.
and interracial sex.
Which is the theme of every week.
Ghost, it was a pleasure having you. Filth, always good to see you.
And then Paul, nice time.
We're
Excellent
out.
job.
Thanks.
Later.
We're out of here. Peace,
Peace.
motherfuckers.
Peace.
Mmm.
Nice.
Damn, girl.